Hi, Bill Cates here. We're trying something new with this blog, and hopefully it's going to work. We'll keep doing it. In the blog, I can only say so much, and you're only going to read so much. But if you're inclined to go a little deeper, then we're going to include a video. Now, this particular blog is dealing with concerns and objections that you get from prospects, from clients, when you're asking for referrals or other things you're trying to recommend. And really, it can work for anybody or any situation. And so there's 5 questions I want you to ask yourself and see what the answers are. First of all, do you equate concerns with rejection? Do you equate objections with rejection? Let me give you a specific example. When I do live sessions, when I'm in front of a group doing my thing, and I say, why do people not ask for referrals? Usually someone says, well, they're afraid. I go, okay, afraid of what? And invariably, one of the top ones is they're afraid of rejection. So here we have a situation where your client's happy, they like the work you do, but perhaps you equate asking for referrals and them not wanting to do it, not wanting to create introductions for you, as rejection, when it's not. It may be rejection of the idea of giving you introductions, but it's their stuff. It's their stuff around referrals. And so what we have to make sure is that we don't equate the two, that an objection could be a no, it could be a request for more information, it could be a mistaken assumption that they have. We really don't know what it is until we dig a little deeper, which is really kind of the next question you want to ask yourself, which is, are you trying to understand the objections, the concerns, the stumbling blocks that come up in the sales process before you try to reframe their thinking? What most people do, unfortunately, you've been taught your rebuttals. They say this, you say this. They say this, you say this. But the key is, the first thing you want to do is actually understand the objection. Tell me more, right? You really want to understand the objection. Do you follow a process, or do you wing it when it comes to concerns and objections? In other words, have you been taught a process of how to deal effectively with concerns and objections, and not just taught the rebuttals and how to overcome objections? There's nothing worse than just trying to overcome an objection, because usually your prospect or client will dig their heels in deeper. And do you know when to set an objection aside and come back to it later? Sometimes there actually is a great time to set aside an objection. It's something that needs to be dealt with, perhaps, but maybe not now. Maybe you say, well, look, that's legitimate. I understand. I want to address that. And there's a few other things I'd like to ask you about and talk about first. And can we come back and visit that? And they go, well, sure, I guess so. And then you do that. And then sometimes you can come back and the objection's not there anymore. You've created enough value, or you've kind of answered it along the way, and it's no longer an issue. Or you've created a lot more value, and you've created a lot more interest in what you do and how you solve the problem. And now you come back to the objection, you can deal with it, but because you've created so much more value, it may not be quite the issue it was before. So that's 5 questions you want to ask and make sure you have the answers to. And we do have a webinar coming up on this topic on January 31st. All you have to do is go to referralcoach.com/webinars, referralcoach.com/webinars, and we're going to spend a lot of time on going very deep into this topic of dealing with concerns and objections. And I'll give you a specific formula how to handle it, how to deal with them, and how to back off with grace. So sometimes you have to back off with grace and professionalism, especially when it comes for asking for introductions. Bill Cates, signing off for now. Thanks for watching.